Cece, I'm about to go
Yes,
sit right there.
sir. How we doing, man? How we doing, man? That's my man's. Well, not
You
even my
too.
man's,
What's
man. It's my
good?
cousin Dev, man. Gonna be talking. I'm gonna have a lot more guests coming on and stuff like that. Gonna be talking about AI and music, and just a couple other things, a couple other music things. Bro, I give it like I want to say like a minute.
Nah, trust me. I know this is about to get jumping here. At
Yeah,
least, at
it's
least a
about to
little bit. At
flame.
least a little bit.
If not, it's cool because what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up posting it.
Oh, we got a
How
viewer.
we doing, man? Talking about AI and music, man. Waiting for a couple more people to show up. Yo, it would be crazy if that's Marta.
Yo, Marta.
That would be
Nah.
insane, brother.
Oh,
I'm
there was.
fixing my camera right now. Just trying to make sure everything looking good, man. It's looking good, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, I know you peeped it last time, dude. When I went live, bro, it was like 2 people. And then like 5 seconds later, it was like 20 people, bro.
Yeah, I seen it, and then most of them left, but some stuck around. It
Yeah, it
was
was
like,
like 20, then like dwindled down to like 16, 15, 14, and then it went straight to 6. And then like that's when a couple people like stayed, like you, Marta, and the
I'm trying
other
to
guy and
prop
stuff
this
like
up.
that.
Hold on. All right, that should be good. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
hell yeah. Yeah, just make sure whatever it won't fall and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had to put like a my hat under this because I got like a light right here, and it's like it wasn't standing right, so I just fixed it.
Nah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also, like I'm already understanding what's going on right now because it's a weekday. Like usually, I don't
Yeah,
know. It's last time I did was like a Wednesday, I think, and then before that it might have been a weekend.
I mean it's almost the same thing, really.
Yeah, I went live before, but I couldn't even upload it. I knew he was there, but I couldn't upload it
I
because
think
it
I
had
think I
music in
remember.
it.
Y'all look
Yeah,
famous.
it has music in it.
Yo,
How you
you
doing,
two, what's
man?
good? What's good? How's it going?
Hey, Ghost Rider, man,
Ghost
what's up,
Rider, what's
man?
good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Man,
let's
we can be
get
talking
it.
about this is my man's Dev. We're gonna be talking about AI and music, man. Feelings, how we feel about AI and music. Yo, however y'all feel about AI and music, drop that down in the chat, man. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let us know y'all thoughts. We gonna roll with what y'all thinking too. But for the majority, we gonna get started. Um, so AI and music, we gonna start with this. Like, how we feel about AI like lyrics. Like, I already know how I feel. I want to hear how you feel about AI lyrics.
Honestly, bro, I feel like it's cheating. You can't do that.
Yeah, you know what's so
you can't
yo.
you
Go
can't
ahead,
do
go ahead,
that,
go ahead.
bro. It's cheating, especially if you got like people like emulating like artists like Drake, Kendrick Lamar. You know, people they just put what they want in there and just make it sound, but it's realistic as hell. Like it sounds like I don't know, it's weird. It sounds like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. You guys took the how you doing? A slice of toast. Yo, dude, people be having the most creative names, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm like what I feel is that it's frowned down, it's frowned upon no matter how you go about it. Like if you're like, oh, let's create, it's like creating a whole, thank you, my man, we appreciate that, bro, we
Yes,
appreciate that,
sir.
yo.
Let's go. Appreciate the
Hey,
support, y'all.
let us know which one. You ain't gotta go too crazy, you feel what I'm saying, but let us know which one just so we could, you know what I mean. I know it's him, I know it's him.
Hey, yo, chill, bro.
Ah! All right, but yo, so what I feel like is jive cheating. Like AI lyrics is jive. It is cheating, but like it's like I said, it's frowned upon no matter what. Because if you think about it, it's like no matter if you're doing a sentence or whatever, if you're looking at it from a past perspective, like people who took like days, like hours to days to months to
Like
years to
actually
write
put in the
songs.
work to actually make something sound right, sound good, authentic, genuine, and then
Right.
the thing with AI is that is like I said, it's cheating. Like it's you type some keywords in a text bar, and then it automatically emulates something that's not real, authentic. Like it may sound real or something like that, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's not the whole nine. It's not the whole thing right there.
Yeah, and if that was the case, like, even though this is frowned upon too, I would rather you get a ghostwriter. Even if you had to pay or you didn't have to pay for a ghostwriter, this is like, I don't know. Even though you could potentially use AI and not have like if me and you both use AI at the same time with the same topic, we probably wouldn't can't come up with the same paragraphs and the same music lyrics. We wouldn't come up with the same lyrics from the same AI prompt. But I can tell you that it still would just not, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be, not only would it not be meaningful, but it would be heading in the same direction.
Right, right.
And as far
Nah,
as
nah.
that,
That's facts. That's facts.
yeah. So you could go ahead. She's asking what our names are.
I'm Dev. You know what I'm
Dev,
saying?
known
That's
as,
go ahead and tell her. Tell her.
my name is Georgie, also known as Speakeasy. He's Devo. Yo, make sure y'all if y'all watching this, man, put everybody y'all can onto this, man. Have your little
Yeah, let's get
brother
it
on
going.
this
Don't
on.
don't be shy. Invite your friends. Invite your
Yeah,
family. You know, like you could put us on, man. Just support y'all boys, man.
yeah. Put this on all y'all devices, man. Throw it on your little brother's iPad, whatever y'all want, man. Throw it on there, man. We gonna get back into this though.
You know what I'm saying? Send the likes through, the subscribes.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Ghost Rider. I can see you in here, bro. Yo, if you already subscribed, I appreciate you. But if y'all not subscribed, man, make sure y'all subscribe, yo. So not only to me, so I can grow my channel, but to my man's Dev right here, cause we're getting some good feedback going.
Yeah,
But
I just actually started my channel not too long ago. I would appreciate it if y'all, you know what I'm saying, come through, subscribe. I got some more content on the way. Only got one video right now, but it's everyone got work to do. So it's time. It's grind time.
yep, yep. You already know, man. You already know. So back to the AI, man. As far as the lyrics, bro. No, we straight, man. We in it now. We in it. We rocking out. Yo, why you say that? Yo, you
What?
yo. Yeah, make sure you send some subscribers, man. We talking about music all the time. We always doing music talk. Not only that, bro, we just be coming out here and vibing. But back to the AI stuff, like I said, like the AI lyrics is kind of where you draw the line. Like that's where it's similar. If we look at it from a different perspective, like from poetry or from like a author, if you was having an AI write the book, what was you even writing the book for in general? You know what I mean? Like I think there's different ways to go about it though. I'm not gonna say like that's what I was saying earlier. It's looked down upon, but there's certain way. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So there's certain ways you could go about it though. Like you could have them create a prompt. Like you're like, okay, this is how I feel. What
Okay,
can
not
I?
not to cut you off, but how I see it is like I feel like you can use AI to help you and get you ideas, like get the brainstorming part going, like you know what I'm saying, do that. But if you're using it for the whole route, then it's like that's not it at all. I don't feel like that's good.
Yeah, no, no, not at all. Like something that I also think. Well, not even something I also think. Like you're right, but at the same time, like if you like, I was writing a book at one point. So when I used AI, like you could literally, I have that whole idea in my head. I have the whole. Yo, she's she's
Nah, I
wild.
think that's a troll account. It's
Yes.
gotta be a
So
troll. It's gotta be a
so
troll.
so Ismail. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, bro. I'm really sorry, bro. I appreciate you being here.
Yo.
yo, yo, so definitely AI is definitely here to stay. But if you seen when we were like we're talking about like AI and music and stuff like that. So like I said, when we get back, if if you're like I said, I was writing a book at one point. So I had the whole idea, but I was like construct it. Like tell me how you would construct it if it was your book. It's all about prompts. You understand what I mean? So if you're like, hey, write a book for me, that's obviously plagiarism. That like that's not like people could literally take your lyrics, copy paste into an AI
and copyright it like it was nothing, like they did it.
prompt or something. Like, you could kind of get away with that. How do you feel
Yeah.
with how do you feel about that?
Um, like you said, like I'm not too fond of that route, like the plagiarism and stuff, because it's not, like I said, it's not authentic, it's not genuine, and it's just AI can only do so much. Humans got emotions; they can actually express themselves better. AI is just gonna just go off the whatever, generate some BS, not BS literally, because it's a computer. It's gonna put something down, but I feel like it's not the way. I don't feel like that's right.
Right. So like that's another thing. So
Wait,
we
hold
got
on, hold
somebody
on,
in the
hold on, hold on. The
yep.
people saw the internet in the same way back in 1995. AI is supposed to make our lives easier. Yeah, no, that's true. I feel like, yeah, it is definitely supposed to make our lives easier. But as far as the music route go, when you make music, you're supposed to show something of yourself. It's gotta be from the heart. It's not just something that you could pull out the internet or something like that.
Yeah, it's like especially a lot of hip hop and a lot of where all this music originated, it comes from the soul. And if you are Ghost Rider, you're funny as hell. So if you I feel like if you're like robots don't really have a soul. That's kind of their downfall. Now, of course, what you said is correct though. I do agree that and we have other topics AI and music that we do agree upon, but when it comes to actually writing the music and the whole idea about the music like involving AI in it, if it's anything more than prompts, it's taking away from the soul and
It's the
and
feel, the
that
heart. Like I said, the feel, the heart. It's not all about, you know what I'm saying? That's the main goal of music is to come from the heart. It's not supposed to be something just to listen to, or it
yep.
may sound good, but it's not authentic. Like I said, you gotta be genuine. It's like the genuineness. I don't know. It's weird. Like, yeah, it could definitely help you, but in the long run, it's not gonna get you nowhere.
Exactly.
Cause it's
But if
just
we
gonna
think
be like it's gonna be like, oh, that's just some normal stuff.
if we think about it like this though, with the way that music is going, right? And the way that everything is set up, I mean, people aren't really going crazy lyrical. So I mean, if you were just copy and pasting songs, I mean, but yeah, no, even then I can't really vouch for it. I can't really vouch for it.
That's facts. Nowadays, people they just go on for the trends and like they try and be funny or something like that. They're not really trying to spit no real music, and that's what people like though. Like this generation is weird as hell with music. I feel like
No, they are. They are. They definitely are weird. And I feel like it's regressing. But I do feel like this is like a renaissance era where a lot of forms of art are really popping. Like all like forms of like actual drawing art, like music, paintings, all that type of stuff is definitely coming back and making it full circle. But as far as lyricism, it's somewhat who
as someone who plays music, guitar, people fall in love with AI and bots on OK Cupid. A lot of people don't consider EDM music real music because no instrument is used. That's not true.
well let me because the standpoint I have was very similar to him, like or not even because he's not even saying that's him. He's just saying like many people do,
No,
right?
no, that's what I'm saying. Like in my opinion, I don't feel like that's the case.
Yeah, no, me either. But what I was gonna say is like a couple years ago, right? I thought that certain types of music, like even hip hop for that matter, wasn't real music just because it was synthesizers and it was stuff that actually isn't live played. But then I like we also like well I play different instruments. I play guitar. I've played tiny bits of bass and tiny bits of piano. So when I actually go into FL Studio and different digital audio workstations, I also feel like that's not plugging your laptop to speakers is not for the purists. Kind of dive into that a little bit more. Dive into that. I mean, I could see where people will be coming from, but like you got to understand, like I was in that same position, and it's it's definitely it gets creative as hell. It gets creative as hell, and I definitely feel like I understand where people are coming from when they feel like, oh, this isn't real music. It's not played live. But I mean, like I've watched people use FL, a lot of this stuff is used hand in hand.
Right, facts.
You know what I mean? Like there's I like Chucky Beats or Chucky Beats. He literally plays guitar and records it into
Samples. He
FL.
samples it himself. He makes his
Yeah,
own samples, and he tweaks it like through FL Studio, because like you know more than me about it, but I know that you could make a sample and plug it in or whatever, and
yeah,
then you can add different effects like ambient sounds and like like um like echoes or whatever, reverb, like stuff like that to make it sound different. You can make it a whole different instrument almost.
yeah. And it's a different form of, excuse me, form of creativity. You know what I mean? But we're not downing live music either because both have a place. Both have a place, really. It's just all
Yeah,
about
live
what
music,
route
I
you're
feel
going.
like that's the more like OG way. Like that's more OG because like it's like actual instruments playing, and it's like you said live. It's just like straight like orchestra, for example. That's real music. That's real music.
Yeah,
But there's other things that could fall into that as well. Like it's just because it's electronically made doesn't mean that it's not real music either.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy electronic music as well. I've also seen people play great music on it with a pencil on a table. Yeah, like
Yeah.
we
It's
were one
facts.
of those people.
Oh, you know the days like back in school or whatever, you
Yeah,
should
just
just be on his desk.
yeah. I swear to God,
Yeah.
like you'd be like, and we get,
Yeah. And then you mix that with like beatboxing or something, and then like it'll come out crazy.
I mean,
What happens when the power goes out? True.
I
True.
mean,
Then you have to resort to live music and actual instruments.
that's true.
But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, like that's kind of it's also like the same thing as even social norms. Like what happened when the power goes out and you can't text a girl when you want to talk to her, or you can't FaceTime a girl when you want to see her. You feel what I'm saying? You kind of got to revert back.
Bro said, "What happens to the cloud?
Well, I mean, I guess it's just, I mean, it's useless at that point.
You can't do anything. It's gone."
But if you think about it, like music theory is still involved. Just because people do stuff on laptops and stuff like that and on the internet, that doesn't mean music theory isn't as involved or isn't involved at all. Like they still know music theory, so technically that can translate to any instruments they want at that point. Like they can just go back and forth, like that guy we were talking about. Um, like that guy we were talking about, he makes music and then he uploads it to like sample it and stuff like that, and then makes beats out of it. That guy can still, if everything crashed, he can still play a guitar. He can still play piano. He can still play bass.
Right.
But also, I appreciate what Ismail for asking like these types of questions. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets your brain working. Like I
Nah,
definitely see.
definitely he's the heart of the live right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I
He's a real one.
see. I see. Kanye is the master at sampling. Nah, I agree. I agree.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no questions
I
asked.
agree. I definitely agree. He-
While we're on the topic, how about we ask the viewers what kind of music they like? What's your favorite music, chat? It could be anything: hip hop, R&B, rock, whatever. You could put us on some new music.
Hold on. Yeah, I I timed her out for like 10 minutes just because like she was just wilding. Like I don't know if that was spam bot
I
or if
think
it was
that's a
real.
troll.
Yeah,
That's a
but
troll account for sure.
yeah, no, he doesn't play any instruments. But I mean, he's a god at sampling. Like at the end of the day, it comes from soul. Like if he knew, if Kanye knew music theory, he would have me surprised as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. Like because like honestly, I produce, I engineer, and I know very little amounts of music theory. Like I know chords, I know like keys and stuff like that, but I don't know like okay, this is in this key, this is in this key. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
F major, A minor, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
like
different tones and stuff, you know, like different like you said, keys and sounds, stuff like that. Like the tone of your voice, the pitch.
yeah,
That's basically what it is,
exactly.
the pitch. The pitch. Yeah. Okay. So you like almost everything, huh?
Yeah,
You said hip hop, rock,
he said
alternative rock,
he said
Mexican music, Mexican rock. So yeah, nah, that's all great. You got to keep it versatile. You got to have different tastes. You can't just listen to one type of music. Me personally, I like all music except country. I cannot listen to country.
honestly, I've grown to like country, but I feel like the thing is, bro, you gotta pick the right country. A
It's a
lot
certain
of people,
time and a certain place for country music. Like let's say for instance, Georgie, if we go on like a road trip or something, we in the outfields, we see like mad plains and farms and stuff like that. I feel like that set the tone right there. Some good old country music or something, just to get it going. I feel like that'd be raw.
and I appreciate him saying that music theory is theory. The real music comes from the soul. I understand what you're saying too, Dev. Um, that's kind of what I was getting at when I was talking about Kanye too, because like it just seems like he really doesn't. He doesn't go by the book. He's not like, oh, you cut it here because this is the way it's supposed to be. No, he just feels everything out. And like most great musicians, like I'm not saying all musicians do this, but a lot of great musicians, they kind of just feel out the music. Like when I'm producing, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this chord and this chord because I know it makes for a sad melody. No, I'm just kind of like vibing and whatever like I put down. That's kind of what I end up with, and I kind of just finesse. But yeah, like Johnny Cash is a good one for country music though. And
I can say that.
like you said, Dev, it really is situational and stuff like that. Like
Well, not like that's not for all people, but just my preference. Like it's gotta be a certain time and place for that kind of music.
right, some people are diehard country fans.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Right, right. The vibe is everything. The vibe is everything.
Absolutely, the vibe. Yeah, like you really gotta feel it out. Like I've always had an ear for music. I've always known what sounded good. So when it came to delay and how far the I always knew when it was supposed to hit. I always knew like I could hear it. Like other people use numbers to figure out mathematically the perfect place for where that delay is supposed to be. But realistically, my whole life I've never done that. I've always like kind of vibed with it and understood.
Watch children dance. They could feel the vibe.
Yep.
No, that's facts. I
Yep.
say like organized dancing like for the kids and stuff like that. They're taught how to like vibe with anything really. And I feel
Yep.
like they'll have a good better sense of music. Like, you know, just off of that. Like it
Yeah.
goes hand in hand, like like the rhythm and stuff. Like, you know, like that plays a part, definitely.
Yep. Definitely. And um what the next thing we're gonna focus on, because this is we do have like topics lined up and stuff like that. So the next topic we're gonna be talking about like is AI in cover art. Now I know I told you about Grok and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel so far about that? And I'm gonna tell you how I feel after.
Honestly, bro, I feel like it's a great tool. It's a great tool, especially you don't have no ideas or something like that. Like you could literally make whatever you want. Like you say, you type in whatever, and it'll come out to however you want it. You could be very specific. You could be like, let's say for example, like a beach with waves while it's raining or something like that in black and white filter, and it'll come out just like that. So I feel like that it's a great tool for like those kind of things.
Right. Dude, the way you started out, dude, you could have promoted it. Like you could have done sales for AI. Like I really think it's a great tool, man. Like
Hey man, maybe down the line I'll mess around with that kind of field, but nah.
yeah. No, I understand exactly what you're talking about, and like honestly, I feel the same way. Now, the only boundary I have with that is like if you're doing it consistently, like every single cover art you make, if it's AI generated, then obviously like you're gonna run into like a place where you're gonna start needing to do your own thing. But in reality, if you have a song that you came up on the whim and you just want to get it out, and you have a whole idea but it doesn't involve you being in the cover photo, I feel like it's a great tool to use, like Grok or any other AI app where
That's true.
you're
Cause like
making a cover
I see
photo.
I see I see what you mean because it'll be kind of hard to like crop you into something like that. Like if you did like a separate picture, like let's say you took like a full body pic or something, got a raw fit on, and you want to put something you want to put on another picture which you AI generated, but it won't really crop out the way you want it to unless you use a really good Photoshop. But yeah, I feel like that's not for that kind of thing. No, but if it's just alone, like the picture alone and some text or
Yeah.
something, then yeah, I feel like that's real good.
He said Andy Warhol was criticized for making mass produced prints. They said it would ruin art. The guy that made the giant Campbell soup painting. Okay, I know what you're talking about. But honestly, the thing is, it's almost like art in itself. It's like randomized. Like you can put in the same prompt 10 times, and every time the picture will be different. Every single time, even if it's very slight differences, it's always going to be different. So they're unique in itself. Like they're unique in itself. I mean, it just kind of cut down the time, but I kind of see where if you were just making prints and then trying to sell them or like I don't know, you like in that type of way, but if you use them in a general direction, like if you're using AI to create cover art photos and then uploading songs with that, or like say you use AI to make a cover for your book, which there's probably a lot of apps out there and a lot of different places that do that. I mean, it's useful and it saves a lot of time, but it all depends in the area you're using it. If you're using it to legitimately monetize that exact photo, that like you're selling it as art or whatever, like printing it on canvas and then selling that. Like I don't know. I don't know if I see. How do you feel?
Yeah, like I don't feel like that's the right way to do it because like you said, art it's like art and music, like those kind of things that you create from the heart and stuff like that. It's got to be authentic and it's got to be like what it has to show you. If you using a computer to help you, then that's not really fully you.
Yep.
It's not gonna align with what you're looking for.
Yep, he said it didn't ruin art. I feel it made it art available to the masses. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as far as his previous art and everything like that, I mean, I'm not as familiar, so maybe I'll have to go and check it out. Andy Warhol, Warhol, just because I don't think the chat is shown whenever this is like gonna be uploaded as a regular content video. Like I did it before, so it didn't show. But if we read it out, we'll be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep that note. Keep that
Yeah,
note. Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely. The villain in the Incredible said, "When everybody is super, nobody is." That's true. And there's. He said, "I like what the villain in the Credible said. It when everybody is super, nobody is."
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Well,
Because if everybody's got something going, there's no uniqueness. There's nothing that's gonna stand out.
yep.
You
And
know.
that's kind of a standpoint on a lot of different things. Like there's so many different sayings for stuff like that. Like If you love everybody, you love nobody.
It's like
Because
let's say basketball for instance. If everybody was Michael Jordan, then
he wouldn't be special.
it's no point in even like watching, or it's nobody's gonna they're gonna be like, oh, they're all the same. So it's like
Yep.
even like let's say this, even flaws could be looked on as good. Cause like nothing has to be nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. I feel like the flaws is what makes something whole, no matter what it is.
Going back to the cover art thing though, when you apply this though, this is like short term solution. Like we're not saying like okay, all your cover art should be AI or your art should be AI or anything like that. We're saying that like as a short term solution to save time and to make that idea come to fruition in the way that you want it to. Like if you look at cover art specifically, a lot of people's cover arts nowadays they have their photo in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Photoshop goes into it. They actually make the cover art. Like somebody's paid to do it, however much. But maybe even like in the past and stuff like that, there's cover art where it was just a photograph of a vinyl record machine with a parental advisory. Like little stuff like that, you wouldn't need somebody to take a professional picture of that and pay them to do that. Now you could just AI like automate AI to do that, have the prompt, and then boom, you got that picture. Throw some words on it or throw a parental advisory, boom, and it makes that idea come to life. But as far as like taking that and doing like 27 different songs with only AI things, like I mean, it's not good for longevity, anyways. Just because when people click on that, like people are gonna get sick of it. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
like
gonna
Dev,
get tired out.
if all my music was AI, like either you would figure out that it's AI at some point, or
It'll
they
be
would
too
become
repetitive. It'll be too repetitive. Like you
yeah, it would
could
be
you'll see the tendencies. Definitely you'll see the tendencies and like the way about it. So yeah.
yeah, and they would become disinteresting. It would just become repetitive. Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
really, really is.
So before we move on to anything else, is there anything like AI, like music, like that you feel like should be done or that you have an opinion on?
The only thing I could say maybe that might help is within the production part a little bit. Not nothing crazy, but I say like if you're trying to find like a melody or something like that, you could use that to give you an idea, like I said, and then you could tweak it to your liking. Cause like you gotta have ideas in order to make something. So I feel like if that's the way the AI is used, then it would be beneficial.
Yeah. No, I agree. And honestly, to be honest, bro, I honestly have whole conversations with ChatGPT, bro. Because it's like why not, bro? You have the like
It's
the
unlimited resources, literally.
it's like you're texting somebody with the knowledge of like 10,000 of the world's smartest people. Why wouldn't you like refer to them? It's like when you're like, "Oh, uh I always talk to the realest person in my circle, myself." Instead of doing that, you can talk to the realest person in your circle, the smartest person in your circle. You can just pop up chat GPT real quick, and then guess what? You got the answer to pretty much anything. Like we said, the only thing that it's really not capable of at this point is like emotion. But
Emotions and unwritten rules and stuff like that. Like you can't really, like I said, like you can't rely on it for everything. It's not 100% accurate. Like it's gonna be 99.99% accurate, but for everything, I feel like no. But bro said, look at Winnie Harlow, the imperfections from her skin condition, the new trend, beauty in imperfections. Exactly. That's where I was trying to say. Like the flaws in people bring out the best.
yeah,
And that could go for anything, for music, production, art, just anything that you do. Like, cause like I said, no one's perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. So I feel like that is a really good point.
so exactly, and he said Scarlett Johansson was asked to be the voice for ChatGPT. She declined. They used her voice anyway, and then backtracked when she came after them. As far as that, I had no idea about that. But as far as that goes, I mean, good on her. I mean, good on her for declining and then following through like with pressing them about it. But like just for like utility purposes, I mean, I don't never talk to ChatGPT like with voice and listen to voice, but as far as texting though, it's fire. It's definitely useful. It's definitely useful. Um, Now, when the only like, there's a couple different things, right? There's the lyrics to the song. Oh damn! They said, "Oops, that's not your voice. It's someone that sounds like you." See, that's not okay. That's not okay for them to do that. But as far as like the making of songs goes, it's your lyrics, right? It's the beat, and then what were we talking about earlier that we can automate?
Cover
The cover,
cover
right?
ups.
Yep, the cover. So if imagine there was AI generated beats, that
Okay.
would be insane. But the thing,
Honestly, that would really be advanced right there, and it sounds good at the same time. And you know that another thing while we're talking about AIs, you know that you could write and ask them to make you a code for you.
what do you mean?
Like you could basically write let's say for example a microwave or something. You could ask it write me a code for a working microwave or something like that, and it'll write you a whole script that you could use. Like it's gonna be basic, but it's just amazing that like how you could ask it something and it could give you a command that you could
Yeah, like
use.
it can code something. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah, like I think though that it the comparison with this type of stuff like AI and then actual human is like it's kind of like Spain Spanish and it's like Puerto Rican Mexican or like slang Spanish like Spanglish. You see what I'm saying? Like in Spain or let's say Harvard. In Harvard they speak a very proper level of Spanish. That's kind of what I'm comparing AI to. If AI was to make beats, every beat would hit on the same thing. There would be no swing to it. There would be no feel. It would be very robotic. And that's where
'cause it'll be
also what
too
I like.
perfect. It'll be too
Exactly.
perfect.
Exactly. And what going back to what Ismail said earlier, like the imperfection is what really makes the perfection. Like
Yeah,
you see the perfection in the imperfections. So when there is a hi hat or there's a snare that hits a little off beat every now and then, it gets you that vibe,
but
and
that's
that's
what
what
makes
really
the beat
attaches you.
whole. That's what makes it whole. It makes it a beat.
Yeah, that's what.
Personalized. Like you could tell, like, okay, that's who made that beat in a
Right,
way, if that makes sense.
right, and then you become attached to it.
Do you think we'll ever get a popular AI artist? No.
So I also like. I'm glad you gave your opinion, but I want him to describe that more. Like, is like what do you mean by that? Do you like AI artist as in the AI, like he's using AI fully for everything?
Or is it like a AI voice?
Oh, look, someone they could just put on a hologram on a stage. See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean,
Honestly,
technically,
I feel like we would never know if that's the case, if it was AI or not. Because
true.
like, if AI gets to a point where it's so advanced to where it could mimic humans in itself, like in the flesh, then you won't even know. You won't even be able to tell the difference.
Right. If AI was had the ability to mimic human like live music and stuff like that, we would have lost everything anyways. So that would be the
Yeah,
least of our worries. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's closer than we think because he said they put a hologram on a stage and they just do it themselves. But in reality, there's been holograms. There's been a MJ hologram for what halftime Super Bowl shows or whatever like that, and they just play it out loud on speakers. Now, if they just attach that to an AI and put a random generated voice on it, technically they could do that. They could make that happen.
yeah, we're definitely closer to that because, like I said, technology is only getting better and better, more advanced each year, each You know what I'm saying? They always coming out with new ideas, new reworks and upgrades and stuff like that. And it's like at an exponential rate, I say. Like it's going crazy like right now. Like within like 5 to 7 years, it's probably gonna be like full androids or something like that. Probably a little bit later down the line. I don't know, but that's just it's closer than it is far.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I also feel like they're going with different methods right now. I feel like they're going in a different direction. Like they're going on like AI government. Like I feel like that's the type of direction they might be on in, and different stuff in that matter. But if they get that far, then AI music is just a throwaway. It's just like, hey, yeah, here you guys
It's
go,
a side
AI,
piece.
right? AI entertainment, right?
Nah, that would be crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. That'll take out the fun and everything.
Bro, if you think about it, they AI generated rappers' voices that are dead, that
Yeah,
like rest in peace, that are dead, and then you could use that voice to make a feature on your song, bro. Like, you
that's
know how
insane.
crazy that is?
Like just let's just imagine like you AI generated like Tupac or something to rap like Lucky. That would be crazy.
But that's even more developed, more advanced. What I'm talking about is like that's crazy too. But what I'm talking about is literally you could get a feature from Tupac, like the same
Yeah,
voice and everything, like
off of
and
your lyrics, literally. Like you could like coming off of you and for the topic of the song, like that would be insane.
yeah, and like you could generate the lyrics and everything. Or imagine they had a point where they can AI generate all the lyrics. You could do a feature with Tupac, bro. That and that's insane to me. Like you see that video with Duke and Kai Cenat, how they had their voices singing a whole song.
Yeah,
That's insane, isn't it?
yeah, nah, that's insane work, honestly, bro. Al Pacino has a movie called Simone that came out years ago. It's about a movie star nobody ever meets because she is AI.
Damn, damn,
Nah,
damn.
I ain't gonna lie. This guy's on the road.
Yeah,
He's on the road with these things, bro.
yeah. He studied this. You could tell. But that's insane, bro. That's insane to think about. Like a movie star nobody ever meets because she's AI. That's insane. Like, but the thing is, I'm thinking about it from multiple perspectives as well. Because think about our grandparents and our grandparents' grandparents. If we told them what was going on today, like right now, if they were like us, but they were just old, but they didn't seem old, and we told them everything that's going on now, they would literally have culture shock,
Nah, their minds would be
technology shock.
blown. They'll be like, it's like trying to teach a baby how to talk
Yeah,
within like
exactly.
technology wise. It's like they don't gonna know what's going on. Let's take people from the like 1920s or 1930s and bring them in today. They're not gonna know what's going on. They got TVs, we got electric cars, cars that drive themselves. We got just that sort of thing. You got a drive through you could go through, and you're not even talking to a person. It's a whole robot. Like,
Yep,
come on.
yep. Insane, bro. Insane. And it would honestly, if I was in that era of time, it would be hard to even imagine this type of stuff happening. So I can imagine when like people that are still alive now, like the grandparents that are actually still here that are 95 years old, bro. I bet
They
that
done
they
seen
don't
it
even.
all. Like they seen the whole development of how it went. And, like they probably could never believe it ever.
But think about it though. You were alive from when cars were first being formed to now. There's literally robots with artificial intelligence that can completely and collectively know as much as the like 10,000 of the world's smartest people that programmed them. And they
Yes.
can do whatever you need them to do. It's kind of insane to think about. You want to read that?
Yeah. Bro said holograms are used for performances, but they still use the music that was made by the performances.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. That's what we're. Yeah. Remember that. That's what we were talking about. Basically, they just use the hologram as a visual. The
Like a
audio is still
decoy.
them.
It's like a decoy,
Yeah. The audio is
basically.
still them on a speaker. Of course. Yeah.
And it's like you said about the movie thing where like they never met the star because it's an AI generated. It's like the same thing. Like it feels music. If somebody's live performing and they see him, they never gonna see him outside of the stage as like a real person. You know,
Yep. Yep, exactly. He said to see horses pull buggies and then
to
be in the same
Teslas.
timeline as seeing Teslas, a self-driving
Yeah,
car, fully electric. Like you're basically driving an RC car.
yeah.
Bro, that's
At that
insane.
point,
That's
we
insane,
got cars
bro.
with autopilot that could literally get you to the destination like and with accuracy and sensors that'll protect you on the car, like security systems, like all that stuff is advanced, like really advanced. And that's crazy to think about because, like, we're gonna say this now, but when we get to that age, we don't know what's going the future holds. We're gonna be just as shocked as them, probably.
Yep. Yep. And there's probably a whole lot of controversial stuff that goes on with that. So
And you know what? I was just about to say, bro, the government is probably gonna try some weird stuff and try and install AI into our bodies or something like that.
yeah, but if we had an opinion on that, we would never voice it, right?
Yeah. But what
We
if,
had
what
an
if they
opinion.
just made it like
We would never voice
mandatory?
it.
Like, oh, you gotta get this. Cause I heard something about like in the future they're gonna give you like a chip or something. They're gonna put a chip inside of us or something like that. That could
Oh no,
let us
they've
like
been doing that. But the thing is, that's not even. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, that's not even like a huge thing because they do that with dogs. They did that with dogs for years. So now they're just figuring out
you
a
know what I'm
way to
saying, like
fucking
more
slow it down.
advanced. Like you could pay for stuff with the chip inside of your body.
Oh
Or
yeah,
or you
yeah. I know
could
what you mean.
open
Like some
doors.
movie
You
stuff.
could unlock a door. Like say you need to unlock your house. You just put your hand over the thing and it just unlocks and it knows who you are.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. I thought about stuff like that. I thought about stuff like that. The thing is now, like, unless we see this unfold, we wouldn't really know if like I'm open minded, so I wouldn't really be able to tell if that would be good or bad. I feel like too much technology, it gets to a point where it starts getting bad.
Yeah, bro.
But at the same time, if we were capable of doing crazy things, you know what I mean? Like, no, he said, have you seen the paralyzed guy play video games? No, I have not. I have not seen that.
I think I know what you're talking about. He's talking about the dude that he controls it with his mouth. It's like he got these things on the it's like levers or something. He could use the air to control his character.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I've seen that on TikTok.
I've seen a couple different people do that. I've
See?
seen a
Yup.
couple different people do that. Like I've seen somebody play with their feet. Like I've seen like it gets insane. But you got to think about it. They've done that for so long, it just seems natural to them. But when we look at it and we're like, "Yo, he don't even have hands, and he's able to do this," and he's
Nah, bro. I seen another guy. He literally had nubs. Like he didn't have arms or nothing. He was he
yeah,
was
that's the one
playing
I seen. Yeah,
he was playing the game like with no fingers, none of that. He's using imagine playing with your elbows like this.
but he was
And, can,
pooping on people.
and he's
That's the thing.
raw. It'd
He
be raw
was
as hell.
raw. He was straight trashing
Nah,
people,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
Imagine getting sniped by that guy and then like stream like going to a stream and just seeing that. That would be
Bro,
insane.
honestly, I would crash. I would quit playing the game.
Yeah.
I would crash out, bro. I would
But
stop. Like
at first I would be like, "What the?" I would crash out, but at the end of the day, I would be like, "Yo,
I
he's
respect
wrong."
it.
Like,
I respect it because
right.
you can't even get mad at that. You can't.
See, yeah, no. Now that I think about it, AI getting to a certain point would be too much because think about it. Imagine if your car broke down and you had an engine light and then automatically paid through your bank account for a mechanic and stuff like that. It's like everything's on auto pay. I will crash out.
Yeah.
Yo, he said your car would be taking you to the police station.
Imagine like it since you commit a crime or something, and then they just take you right to jail.
Bro, no.
Nah, see,
Hell no.
that's where we don't want to get.
You try to open the door and it locks.
Like, oh, you ran a red light. We're sending you to the nearest police station.
Bro, it don't even gotta go that crazy. It could just notify them.
Yeah, or like
That would
a ticket will pull up on the dashboard or something.
Dude, that would piss me. I've seen something, I think it might be fake, but I've seen something like that's going on in China or Japan. They said jaywalking affects bank accounts or credit scores, something weird like that. It's like a score that affects things. Like if you jaywalk or something like that, cameras will detect you and they will deduct from your credit score or something like that. I don't even not even sure. It's probably some bull I seen on Facebook,
Honestly,
like
I don't doubt it.
but like
I don't doubt
it's
it because like Japan, like Japan and China, they're ahead of us technological wise.
yeah.
Like years, like by years, like 5, 10 years, they're ahead of us technology wise. They got toilets that come out of the wall, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, and they have seismic plates where the if you walk on them, it creates energy for to power the city. He says China uses facial recognition and they give you a rating. That's what I'm talking about. And like you have a bad rating, like you get consequences for it or something like that.
That's like
So it's
something
like
almost out of a movie, bro.
right. So it's like improving behavior, like subconsciously. It's like if every time you did something bad, you had to do 200 push-ups. Like eventually, you wouldn't do that no more. You just be out.
Yeah, bro. Man, this guy with the quotes, man, he's really, really like he got a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, hey Ismail, man, we appreciate you being on, man. This is not like we're not stopping anything right now. Um, but like we appreciate you like having you around and stuff like that, man. Definitely make sure you if you're not already, which you might already be, make sure you subscribe and like this video, bro.
Yes,
Because
sir. Run
you
it
know what I
up.
mean. You're always welcome, man, to come comment and make sure you have that bell on to get that notification for whenever we go live, man. You can come comment, bring that wisdom wherever we're talking about. You know what I mean. This is just one of the topics we had today. I mean, like I said, we're not stopping the video yet, but we appreciate you and we wanted to make that known. Make that known. You might have already liked the video, but you know what I mean. If you can subscribe, appreciate it. Yeah,
Oh
of
yeah, no
course, man.
problem, man. No problem, bro.
Yep.
Always come to us. You know what I'm saying? We this is the goal of our channels is to just have a good conversation and just have a good time.
Yeah, and talk to people about knowledgeable things and specifically pertaining to music and stuff like that. And if you can, pretty please, man, give a subscribe to my man's Dev right here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see his channel link, but if you could please click that and click that subscribe button, it means a lot. It's just one tap for you, but for him, it means the world, man. And he's just now starting his
Greatly,
account.
greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so he would really appreciate it. Um, if you're still here, of course, you know what I mean. We'd appreciate it. But yeah, man. So all in all, of like finally, yeah. So he just liked the video too. So
Yeah.
he's probably gonna you're probably gonna get a notification. We appreciate you, dude. For real. Like I said, you're welcome anytime. So all in all, like, how do we really like just talking about all this stuff and stuff like that? Like, how do we really feel like wrapping this up? How do we really feel about AI and music? Like specifically music. What like how do you feel?
Um. Honestly, like I said earlier, it all depends on what you use it for and how far you're willing to take it. Because I said you could use it to help you as a guide or like a assistance, but if you're using it to basically, if that's your identity, is to have AI music and they do all the work, then I
Yeah.
feel like, I mean, yeah, you might get some sort of fan base or exposure or something like that, but it's not gonna be like the because it's not gonna give the right feel or emotion.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not, in my opinion, I don't feel like that's the way to go. But
Okay.
like I said, it can help. It definitely can help. Like I said, as long as as well with the cover arts, you use AI for that. Maybe ideas for songs, not necessarily lyrics,
Yep. Yep. That's what I was
but
getting at earlier.
yeah, all in all, I say it could help.
Yeah.
It definitely could help.
Okay. Yeah. No. No. No.
What about you, bro? What's your take on this?
So my take is that it's kind of exactly similar to yours. To be really frank, I mean, it's definitely beneficial. It's super beneficial, especially for the beginner artist. Because a lot of the times they don't know what the hell Photoshop is. Like if it's somebody that's like older, like an old head who really has good music and they never released it. You know what I mean? Like cover art may seem like a weird thing to them, So once they figure out like, hey, you can use AI for this, like I feel like it's definitely really beneficial. But like you said, I think there is boundaries and there is plagiarism, like purely stealing stuff that is not yours, and there is a limitation to emotion and different stuff like that. I definitely feel like that. But yeah, no, definitely one statement that resided with me heavily that you said was that it's helpful, and 100,000% it is helpful. Um,
Indeed, indeed.
anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to like kind of shout out and stuff like that?
I'm just gonna say. Oh wait, hold on. Bro said AI music auto tune is already used. AI for cover art is fine and it's here to stay. It will just make the tune artist stand out. The true artist stand out. Yep. Well
Yep.
said. Very, very well said.
Yep. Any like shout out your socials, man. I agree with Ismail. I definitely do, but I appreciate him coming from a different standpoint, so we can see a different perspective than
And it's always
just
good.
ours.
It's always good to see other
Yeah,
people's views and opinions and stuff like that. But y'all could follow my Instagram, Devo DTB, DEVO DTB. And yeah, let's get it, man. Shout out my boy, Speak Easy too. For making this possible. Appreciate you, bro, for bringing me on here. We could do this again.
definitely, definitely. And as far as these lives go, man, make sure you guys keep that bell notification. Make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification and click always or everything, so that whenever we go live again, you guys can come through and you guys can share your thoughts and conspiracies and even emojis if you guys just want to come and just say whatever the hell you want to say, like the one
What
like
wasn't it?
the
Wasn't
one we had,
it?
you know what I mean? Like that's fine. um, and yeah, his YouTube is D3V. What is it? Zero.
Yeah, D3V0
Yep.
CX
CX. Yep. Space CX, right? Or no space.
all together.
So D3V0CX. That's his
Yes,
full
sir.
YouTube account. It's Speakeasy, man. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for whoever showed up and just gave us a like. We appreciate that. For the people that definitely stood through, Ismail, we're speaking to you,
Yes,
man.
sir. W
And
chat, bro. W
yeah,
chat. Thank for
W.
keeping this thing alive, man. We appreciate it.
Before we end off, man, we gotta get you throw a W in the chat, man. Throw that W in the chat to send us off, man. We're waiting on you, dude. And you know what I mean? I love that we had an opportunity to get these thoughts out and like have a healthy way of yes sir. Yes sir. That's what
Expression. Yes,
yes
sir.
sir.
That's what we like to
W in
see,
the
man.
chat.
Yes,
Yes sir.
sir.
And
Let's go.
getting these thoughts out, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to me. And not only me, but subscribe to my man's, man. He has a great point of view. And we're gonna see you guys next time. Peace.